got those excuse me, elevations set back there. They're not glued down, they're just set. I don't want to do much more until I get my passenger track run through there. I got this elevation here, I got it glued down. I got a weight on it, so that should be good to go by tomorrow morning. Got the rock formations, or well, it's going to actually be more of a rocky part of a hill. Um, in place, and I should be ready to start laying plaster cloth tomorrow across these risers. I'm sorry, these inclines, and across the riser back there. Start getting some plaster cloth it down, and then I can start getting this area finished up. All right, going to start laying some of the plaster cloth that's going to go around in this area right in here. I can pretty much do all of this incline, this hill area right here, this incline, and as much of this coming around the corner right there as I can. Um, Obviously, I won't do the rest because I got to build a riser back there for my passenger train to meet this one. That's actually going to be another level. It's got to be 2 inches up, or my well cars won't go underneath it. It won't clear it. So it has to be at least 2 inches. So one more layer of that 1 inch foam over there should raise it up and up to where my passenger train can come out of here, because it's going to come basically almost the same path as the freight train in this section. Once you get into here is where it'll kind of change, and then over there they'll go in different directions, and passenger train probably won't even come over here to this section. But we're going to go ahead and get this plaster cloth laid down so we can start getting the rail yard area finished up. It's all secured. All I need to do is just get this main line in and out of it, and the branch line into it and out of it. Get that all set so I can start getting all my soldering done and all my feeder wires in place, and start getting some more power, because it runs okay. It runs pretty good all along in here. Then you start coming up here and it starts losing some power, and it definitely doesn't have enough electricity to get through all of the turnouts. So it kind of stops at the turnout. So you push it, and then once you get past the turnout, it goes and it stops the next turnout. So I'm going to drop feeders at each turnout. But first I want to get this plaster cloth laid down so I can start getting the track secured, so I can start getting all my soldering and wiring in the rail yard area done. Because as it stands right now, there's no power into the rail yard. Originally set out today, I was going to do some soldering. I was going to go along the main line here and start soldering my joints. But I didn't get to that today. Instead, what I did was I cleaned everything up. I cleaned everything up, reset the main line on both of these sides here, re-railed all my cars because I had some problems putting in the main line and tacking in things. It just created a major earthquake, so my cars were all over the place. So I reorganized them a little bit in the rail yard. Also, in light of what's been happening with, or what happened with Santa Fe 510, BBR decided that it was time that we created a track maintenance department. So we created the track maintenance department right here, which is perfect timing because my trash gondola was getting full. So I'm going to sift through that and get some good ties out and start stacking some ties and stuff for and some rails, so it looks like a track maintenance facility. Also, I got to do some of the plaster cloth today, so getting that area finished up. So it's trying to get it to where it's ready for landscaping and shaping of the terrain and stuff, and then I can start, once I get the all the plaster cloth area done, then I can start securing this track, and it can all be as secure as this stuff is here, because right now it's not. So trying to get to that point. Also added some terminal feeders here into the rail yard because I'm getting no power into the rail yard. So it comes up here and it kind of starts losing power here at this, and then it doesn't have any power after here. So I went ahead and installed some terminal joiners there. They're not hooked up yet, but I think I'm going to rewire my control panel and everything, or my controller over there. I'm going to run a little bit heavier gauge to a terminal block that I've got down here, right there, and then I'll start running my feeder wires off of this terminal block here. But I do want a little bit thicker gauge going to the main power to this, and then the smaller gauge wires I can run my feeders off of those. So that's where I'm at now, and got some pretty good progress here today, or this weekend. This is probably off and on all week of work, but getting there. Made some progress, so I'm fairly happy with it. So I'm also kind of proud of myself today because, like I said, this was a last minute thought. I had already had all of this set in place and everything, and was running the track back there. And I had this building here, and it was sitting back there, but it really didn't kind of fit for an engine repair facility. It just didn't kind of look like engine repair stuff. So I got to thinking, and I had this little cart right here. I've had this for a while, and I got to thinking, I was like, you know what? That would be a good place for track maintenance. So, but I didn't have any more turnouts. So here, let me go ahead and pull this train forward just a little bit here. I didn't have any more turnouts, so I took one of the old turnouts that wasn't working, and I took the cover off of it and reset everything on the inside, and now it actually works. So now I have another good turnout here. So this is the one servicing the track maintenance facility. So did get a lot of work done.